Alright then, so in this one we are actually looking at NIO. Now NIO has actually been down over the past 5 days. I don't think that's too bad of a thing at all, especially after what we saw around NIO Day, where it got a big amount of pumping up, and of course subsequently we are seeing the sell-off. From that point we are still up by about 11%, so even considering the last week, things are looking good overall on the 1 month, with 1 month gains around 25.97%, so not too bad at all, and of course things looking even better on the 6-month chart. Even after that small sell-off with the potential banning of this stock, we are now back in the green and hitting new highs. And of course, since those new highs, we are down ever so slightly. Like I said, personally, in my opinion, not too bad of a thing. But the question for tonight's video is, how long is this going to continue for? Is it going to sell off for some time, or are we actually going to reach that $100 mark sooner than we think? Well, of course, in tonight's episode, I am sharing all of my opinions. If it does sound like a good plan, please do leave a like and subscribe. It would be massively appreciated. And of course, on top of that, if you want to come join us on Discord, you can, and if you would love to donate a small amount to the channel each month, that would be massively appreciated by pressing the join button, but there is absolutely no pressure to do that. Of course, with all that being said, we are going to jump straight in and have a look at how this one has been going over the past 5 days mainly, and of course then giving our forecast into the next week. So of course, before we do begin, it is important to know that I am not a financial advisor, and all of this is just my opinion. There's no guarantee it's going to be 100% correct, but it's just what I think based on what we have been seeing. But yeah guys, looking over the past 6 months, you guys already know, from about October to let's say early December, things were looking very decent, to be honest. From about that point to the 1st of December, we were seeing big gains. Realistically though, on about the 1st of December, we started to see that sell-off really start to kick in, as there was a potential for Chinese stocks to get banned off the market. Now of course, with Donald Trump going away, whether you like him or not, it is looking less and less likely, but it is still possible, don't get me wrong. But of course, chances are, it may not happen, in my opinion. But of course, a lot of the people are kind of realising that one now, and it is sort of going back up, as we did see some good news really around NIO Day, and people were kind of anticipating some great stuff happening. From the actual day, fair enough, it did increase a little bit, and then it started to, slowly level out, if not sell off a bit. And of course, over the last day or two, we are seeing that sell-off actually increase in speed. Overall though, I don't think it's too bad of a thing. In my opinion, I think it was needed after that big increase, because even though it's a great company for the long term, it was bound to come down a bit, in my opinion anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that one. In my opinion, again, I do believe that in the next week we are going to see this one start to level out and hopefully even make that correction and go back up. And I think if that does continue, if we level out and start to go back up, we will be in a good path to see another new high and potentially break past that $60 range. And of course, $60 only puts us 40 away from 100, and that really is going to put us in the path for that $100 range growth, in my opinion. Now of course, when we are talking about that $100 range, I don't think it's going to be immediate, as some people are anticipating. I think it's going to take a bit of time, don't get me wrong, but I think it's definitely possible within this year. So of course, if that is the case, we are looking at a potential 2 times growth on NIO, and I think with what they are doing with the expansion of the company, obviously with the new model of car and battery technology, we are seeing a lot more reasons why the company can grow, and of course more will be coming in the future. So definitely possible, in my opinion. If we definitely get a very nice, if we get a lot of luck, it's possible that we are going to see that growth up until that point of 100, in my opinion. I don't think it's too impossible, but I think it's not going to happen in the next month or two, so please don't get me wrong. I think the new car was a good play. I think it was a great brand image thing, as it will help them to make more sales in a new market sector, but I don't think it's going to be enough to pump it up to 100 in a week or a month. Please don't get me wrong. In the next 6 months though, I can see it touching 70. I don't think that's impossible at all, if not higher. I think we definitely could make it to 100 in the next 6 months if we are very lucky, but either way, I think we can definitely touch about 70, 75 with, a fairly decent look. I think it's not impossible at all, and I think that will definitely show that we are really going to be on the path to growth with this one. So overall, yes, we are seeing a dip. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little bit more of a dip, but I would like to see it level out soon enough, and if it did level out soon enough and start to go back up, we would definitely be in a good position, in my opinion, to see some new highs break out, and of course then be back on the path to success and growth. So I hope you enjoyed my quick opinion video. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.